Addressing the Pan-African Parliament, the Gambia has joined the majority of African Union members and the African Union as an institution to condemn xenophobic attacks against foreign nationals in South Africa, noting that every human being deserves respect and dignity. Usman Jatta tells us more.
More than 176,000 foreign nationals have been driven out of South Africa following repeated outbreaks of xenophobic violence, with thousands more displaced over the years. The numbers reflect a long-running challenge that has affected migrants from across the continent as tensions over unemployment, poverty and economic hardship continue to fuel anti-immigrant sentiments in some communities. At the Pan-African Parliament, the National Assembly member for Upper Salom, Al-Hajimbo, warned that attacks against foreign nationals threaten the dream of a united Africa.
It is very sad. I've been here for 9 years, and this is the second time we have such a conversation in this parliament, all because of Africa fighting against Africa. Where exactly are we going to? Honorable Speaker, I remember in my university days in the United States, my calculus teacher, Dr. Manare, an excellent human being, was South African. Today, my daughter working in the United States, a citizen, is working also with 2 South Africans also as co-workers. That tells you something very clear, that the world comprises of different nationalities from different across the board. You remember also in Mali, when you go in the mines, you go to Ghana in the mines, we have a lot of our own brothers who are South Africans. Honorable Speaker, we need to remember this. There is no particular country in this world where you can stand and say, only my citizens are in this country. And I respect the laws of every single country. I respect that.
Xenophobic violence in South Africa has been a recurring crisis for decades, with one of the most serious outbreaks recorded in 2008, which resulted in 62 deaths, over 770 injuries and the displacement of more than 100,000 people. Since then, several incidents have resulted in injuries, deaths, displacement and the forced return of some migrants to their home countries. While some groups blame migrants for economic challenges, critics say the issue requires deeper solutions that address unemployment, inequality and social tensions. Honorable Mbow said governments across Africa must work together to tackle the causes of xenophobia and protect people regardless of their nationality.
We must treat our own brothers, not only Africans, but we must treat our own human beings as human beings. But governments have a responsibility. You cannot stand and watch ordinary citizens on the streets asking somebody, let me have your ID. Is that the responsibility of an ordinary person? Somebody has been paid to do that. So let's work together to ensure we stamp this out of this Africa, because it doesn't take us anywhere. It only takes us backwards. Africa is meant for the Africans. So let's work together and let's stand on one another and just stop what's happening in South Africa here, because it's not the benefit of the African people. It's against our own development.
The African Union has repeatedly condemned attacks against foreign nationals, calling for dialogue, stronger laws and public awareness to promote peaceful coexistence. Usman Jatta, QTV News.